Hey, welcome back, champions. This is Scott here with Founding Champions, and today I got for you a Stormcast Eternal / Beast deck tech, or deck profile, depending on what school of thought you come from. So, I put the video of me playing with the deck on YouTube, and I just wanted to provide the deck profile on my Patreon. So if you're watching this, you are a patron, and thank you for watching, and thank you for being a patron. Without further ado, here is the deck. So first off, the best card in the deck that makes the deck work, Lord Castellan, highly underrated. Not too many people are playing with this card. I think they should. It costs 8, but who cares? So basically, when you take 1 or more damage from a highlighted unit, this champion controls, if this champion controls a beast, deal 3 damage to your opponent. So people play lots of units. Have him against a warrior and just watch how much damage this guy does, because we have tons of beasts in our deck. Lots of damage. We have 2 of them. That way we don't get pigeonholed into this effect not taking into place. High chance, high probability that'll happen, and we can move our guys around with another underrated card, another underrated rare card. So right here, and we have the little Lord Castellan right here with his warding lantern and halberd axe. Next up is the knight Azyros, or Azyros as they say in the UK. While this champion is disengaged, damage from this highlighted units is done with rend. Very cheap guy to fit in our deck. The Castellans are going up to 16 points. So we only have 4 points to work with, and Knight Azyros will fit in the deck easy. And we have our Knight Azyros with his lantern and Starbound Blade. I think that's the name of it. Could be wrong. And the Liberator Prime, of course, with our Liberator Prime model. I know not too many of you really play the model game, but I do, and I love it. And this is a good game, very good game. Next up is Abjuration for the Blessing. It'll do eventually 4 damage to your opponent, and highlight units dormant. Pretty good card. Swift Judgment does 4 damage to the opponent. Another 5 if they're disengaged. Not too relevant, but I did want to put damage blessings in the deck, because that is what our deck is trying to do, is deal damage to our opponent. 6 flat damage, gain 2 health. Pretty basic. And then Savage Loyalty. When you take 1 or more damage from your opponent, each beast will do 1 damage back. So if you have a field of 4 beasts, you take 1, they take 4. You know? Alright. So those are our damaging abilities. Blessings. I hate it when they, in a card game, makes a card name or a card type off of something that is very common to be said. But anyways, here we go. The units, or for you Magic players, the creatures. Stardrake, a pretty easy include. It's going to just go down, you discard 1 card from your hand, that's the only drawback. Deal 5. And you're going to see the synergy in this deck where you get to reuse your Stardrake. So he will lock down a lane if you have the combos necessary. We have 3 Alpha Gryph Chargers. There's a chance that you can make this guy do 3 damage on each corner, so 9 damage total. If they have a guy that costs 7 or more, and then when you combo him with Aetherwing Scout, he will buff up the lanes to his left and his right by 1 for their units, and you can heroic act to swap the positions. This is where we can better position our champions. Gryph Charger pack. Restart a highlighted Stormcast unit. Rotate this 1 step forwards. Now it does say Stormcast unit, so you have to keep in mind that. And then, of course, the Stormcast unit that does insane damage. Put this guy across from a wizard to get best effects from him. He'll do 8 damage on his own lonesome, which is pretty good. Or 10 damage with Aetherwing Scout. Hurricane Raptor, another amazing Stormcast unit. Absolutely amazing. We'll lock down that lane. Jaws of Death. Auto include. All our guys are warriors, so it's going to be super easy to play. We don't have any because then there's another wizard that can play beasts, but he can't play this, so this deck doesn't have to worry about that. Very good card. Divine Vengeance. People are going to want to destroy our beast cards. They're going to want to try and turn off those synergies, so they're going to be digging and trying with absolute, fury to try and remove our guys. So they will, when they do remove a guy, we'll just nug them for 6. Very, very high damage output card. And then we have the Lord of Hosts. Another underrated card. It is a rare. It's a rare that's not going for very much money because people are like, oh, well, what can I play it with? Well, let me tell you what you can play it with. You can play it with this bad boy. He costs 8. You just need a 7 or more. You will gain 2 health, and you will restart a highlighted unit. Highlighted unit, so just anybody, Beast or Stormcast. And then Triumphant Smash, the staple removal. And then you get to rotate one of your guys backwards. So, Synergy, where is it? Stardrake. Discard a card. Bam, kill your guy, hit you for 5. Triumphant Smash. Upright he goes. And then bam, hit you for 5, kill your guy. So you're going to lock down their lane because they're not going to play a guy that second time. They're going to wait till he just does his damage. That's 10 damage, guys. So this is a 10 damage card combo. Well, 3 card combo technically because you got the discard card for this. However, if this is the last card in your hand, if you go boom, no more cards in hand, draw a card, draw a Triumphant Smash, that's how that works. And the Gryph Charger pack, it is comboing with this and this. All right. The Aetherwing Scout combos with everybody and allows our 4 champions to move around to better position themselves and without having to play Tactical Formation. Tactical Formation is a very good card, but why play that if I have Beast? Now, a lot of times people are shying away from cards like this. This is a rare. Like, why is this a rare? How good can it be? Well, you play Longstrike Raptor maybe on your Liberator Prime. You play this guy, and well, he's still actually doing damage because he's just sitting there. He's not going away until you activate his ability or they try and kill it. And this guy is still nugging your opponent for 3 damage every time they play a unit. So whether your opponent is playing creatures or spells or a combination, if they're playing a combination, it's even better. But if they're playing all creatures, you're going to get 2 lanes of nugging them for 3 over and over and over again. If they're playing spells, that's too easy. We're just going to play the Longstrike Raptor game. We're going to remove your spell that's in front of our guy. This guy's going to continue doing 4, rotate them back, restart him with Gryph Charger pack. So you see how the excitement and all the synergy that goes into this deck, very synergistic, very, very powerful. And of course, this is because of the power level of this deck. I wanted to make it Patreon only. And guys, thank you for your patronage. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you defeat all your opponents with sweet cards and sweet abilities. I hope you improve this deck or use this deck or whatever. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and being a patron. And I hope you have tons of fun. Happy wargaming, guys.